What's your non-genuine opinion on this game? My non-genuine opinion? It's a good stealth action game and it makes me wanna shit. What's your genuine opinion on this game? I'm horny, let's do it. Riding that pony. My saddle's ready. Come in, jump on it. Yeah. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Excel, don't be ornery with me, okay? I know summer vacation started. It's easy to get riled up, but respect your elders or I'm gonna turn you into a Zeke Sanders with my trank gun. Get dusted, buddy. Don't eat the shrimp. I'm just an android looking for a stealth game. Someone who knows how to hack without having to fire his gun. Gotta be augmentable. Take it to the limit. Oh, dubious in ethics and morals. Because he let his helicopter pilot die. I'm horny. Oh, you guys were right there, huh? What was the other banger from Men at Work that isn't Overkill or Be Good Johnny? Well, there's, you know, I met a man from Brussels. He was 6'4" and made of muscles. I said, do you speak my language? He just smiled and gave me a Vegemite sandwich. And he said, that's down under. But then you got, yeah, who can it be now? Who could it be knocking at my door? Go away. Don't come around here no more. And then also, you know, you got Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive. What's your opinion on vasectomies? Wow. My opinion on vasectomies is that, like, you could do whatever you want with your life, but I think people are, like, a little too eager to get their vas deferens soldered shut. Soldered shut. Oh, It's a Mistake is... Oh, I just clicked by it. That's another one that, like, you know, I listen to that freaking Men at Work best of, like, every time I do a programming assignment, and every time I get, like, a new song that I love, and It's a Mistake was one of them on there. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. What's the best No Doubt song? Well, it's actually just Don't Speak, right? Or the one about a girl? Just a Girl? I mean, Just a Girl's fine, but it's a little, like, it's not as timeless as Don't Speak, I think is what I'm going at here. What's your opinion on the 2018 stock market crash? What's the, Hollaback Girl's not a No Doubt song. That's, Gwen Stefani's solo work off of Love Angel Music Baby. Excuse me. What is the 2018 stock market crash? Is it a meme? Or is it one of those memes that's, like, based in real life? Because, we live in a joke world right now. It's a meme. Well, that's comforting. It's a meme, you dip. I don't know, I saw it mentioned for the first time yesterday. So, I mean, I don't feel like I should be ashamed for not knowing it was invented at 11:45 this morning, Dad. It's already ancient. Would you ever have built-in sunglasses? I think I would. Well, like, if I can get them removed easily, no problem. If I cannot, no. I don't think you should ever have, like, accessories grafted to your body. What's your favorite King of Queens episode? I can't remember a full episode of that show, but I have seen a couple. What's your opinion on Link? It seems like one of those things that's really useful, and in the C# course I took, we did like 3 weeks of Link work, but mostly I was like, I'm never gonna use SQL, so what do I care? I remember almost nothing. Oh, they're like not super happy, huh? Maybe I'll have to touch a database in my life. I'll admit, it's a naive opinion to think that I'll never use it. But at the time, I was like, maybe I'll never use it. I still did good on that module. Sorry, I did well. Superman does good. Judo chop! Oh, hey man. Didn't see you there. It's Malik! No! She's like posable. Grab her Tims? You mean her Timberland boots, or do you mean her limbs? I'm not gonna look at her butt, you weirdos. Do you put curly braces on the same line or on the next line? I put them on the same line, but whenever I control a... oh, jeez. Careful here. Ah, that's not the trank gun. Judo chop! Whenever I control Shift S in Visual Studio, it always moves them to the next line anyway, so... doesn't matter to me.
I'm going to find you, Laowai.
I'd be surprised. Also, what are you saying?
Come here, Laowai.
What is this guy saying? I'm unsubscribing with Amazon Prime after discovering your heretical curly brace practices. Look, I'll say I code however you want me to code to give me $5. Alright, he's calling me Loway, which is like... now I don't feel bad because these guys are racist or something. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Get dusted, Yan. One more. Who's the Loway now? Who's the Loway now? It's a mistake. Judo chop! We just dusted these guys. Some of the easiest money of all time. Did I just pick up a big sweater? What was that? That's weird. I got him back for you, Malik. Who was that? It was nobody. Don't sweat it. What's your favorite song by Foreigner? I don't really like Foreigner that much, but it's not like I hate them. Every song by Foreigner, I'm like, this should have been a one-hit wonder. Did he just become an invisible man? Hollow Man? It's gonna be a long, long time till Kevin Bacon makes a Hollow Man sequel, cause it's not prestigious enough now. But he's the Hollow Man. Hollow Man, invisible unless you hit him with blood. Remember Hollow Man? Now that's a movie, man. I mean, it is a movie, man. He's the hollowest man. Just end me. I deserve that. Top 5 Beatles songs? Oh, definitely like Revolution number 9. Mean Mr. Mustard.
Is someone there?
No. Hollow Knight is like genuinely still coming. This weekend I recorded like 10 Isaac episodes. It's the first time like I've had time to binge record Isaac, so now that that backlog is being built, I can actually make time to record stuff like Hollow Knight. What is your problem, dude? Is Flint Hook genuinely still coming? No. Flint Hook is a good game that unfortunately just like got bodied by Dead Cells because it's much better. Are you still coming in the gym? Look. That guy's gonna see me. I also like, now that we're not in a Flint Hook video, when I'm talking about Flint Hook, I can speak freely about the fact that the design decision in that game for the final mission is actually, like, borderline idiotic, in my opinion. Just like, oh my freaking land. Just end me. I'm ready to go. What's up with the deleting of some of the NLSS VODs? Some of them have gone poof on YouTube. Oh, really? I wonder, it could have been, maybe Pintario dicks, man. Too many memes? I mean, to be fair, you know, that's like, I always tell people, I'm like, don't draw dicks on it. And they go, yeah, don't draw dicks. Oh, you can show a dude getting blasted in the face, but don't draw dicks. No Pintarrillo dicks. I don't know, dude. Just murder me. I wasn't focused on this one. Maybe I said the F word one too many times. Oh, was the Vancouver song in that one? That could be possible. It's like a 3-year-old VOD though? Yeah, but it's on YouTube like forever, man. I don't know. The thing is, like, nobody knows ever what's going on with YouTube. No, YouTube sometimes, if it's like, they remove like terms of service violations, but they don't just mute the audio. They mute the audio in like content ID match situations on Twitch, but not necessarily on YouTube. Everybody does it differently. Well, the good news for us, like, is if YouTube ever goes like completely under, it would be a very easy transition to just go on Twitch like every day instead. But YouTube is like still going okay for me, despite all of the like the advertising stuff that's causing a problem. But I got to admit, like, if we're peeling back the veil here a little bit, YouTube is more frustrating to do a lot of the time as well. Because, like, I can play Deus Ex on Twitch and be bad, and people tell me I'm bad right away, which is very nice, because then I can fix it instead of it being a problem for like 4 episodes before it actually matters, or before it actually causes problems that can't be fixed, if that makes sense. But it would create a gap, like an income gap right now, because YouTube still does very well for me. But with more streaming, it could possibly make up for the gap. But like, when it comes to making YouTube videos, it's good, like it's fun, but it's also work. When I'm doing Twitch streams, I'm like, this is actually still fun. This is like, I like doing it because I can go back and forth with chat, and, you know, it has a little bit more fluid of a structure, and etc., etc.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Stop calling me Guaylo, or Laue. But there's different audiences, like... Nice. Alpha.
Tong.
Have we met? Because I'm sure I'd remember the man who got most of Hengsha biting it.
NL, I'm glad you asked. Let me insist you make sweeping changes to your business strategy and leave YouTube forever. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. YouTube also has, like, bad press. So if you ever go like, oh, YouTube's not going that well, people go, what's up with that? Like, you should just leave.
Let me straight to you.
But it's not realistic. 1 second. It's also not possible to have a backlog on Twitch. That's true. When people are like, hey, you know, your Twitch VODs are fucked. I like specific feedback, because I'm going off on, like, an anxiety kick right now. Like, what the heck is happening to these videos?
Get you every time.
But it seems like they're fine. Except for Hollow Knight episode 2 and that, like, 3-year ago NLSS episode.
Gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice args, so I close my eyes.
Shevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. Every couple of days, one of them loads up in the middle of the night and sails out.
Heading where?
A wise man doesn't ask. I just know the Haze
A slave obeys.
out tonight. And where she make port, I bet you find your scientists.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth or anything, Tom. But why exactly are you telling me this?
Bell Tower been a pain in my ass too long. I think you give them major pain back, plus interest. So, just outside this office, we talk.
Is this guy okay? I don't know. He's got like 12 different kinds of skin grafts. But imagine how bad he'd be if he didn't, so... Will you play Friday the 13th on a future NLSS? That's the intention, yeah. Are these guys cool with us now? Now that we've gotten in, they're happy? But they're also getting jacked up by the hacker here. We have to lean on Nick a little bit to get him to play Friday the 13th. The thing is, like, he doesn't want to play it because it's bad, and we're like, yeah, I mean, we know that it's, like, pretty much broken, but at the same time, that's like half the fun, and it could be fun to try it. But I don't know, he's got a resistance to playing it, I think. That's because you were playing the beta. Well, I watched Rob play the non-beta yesterday, and I thought these guys were my friends. He also had problems with it, so... And that's the release build. Tell the Alexas out there to play a song. Alexa, play Who Can It Be Now by Men at Work. Did it work? Everyone's saying it worked, but you would have told me it worked whether it did or didn't. So I don't know if I can believe you. Mine didn't hear you shout louder. Alexa, play Shout by Tears for Fears.
Did you hear that?
Nope. Did not hear that.
Time to unload!
Ooh! I can't believe they got me.
Damn. Holy shit. What's that?
Is Jason Bourne? What if we just sprint? But I just did, though, is that... Oh, I gotta hack this thing. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, me and you, buddy. Me and you. That's not another dude. That's just my shoulder pad. No, no, no! Judo chop! Are you going back to RimWorld ever? Or did you get your fill with the last series? I could see myself going back to RimWorld. It's a great game. Like, both YouTube and Twitch, this is very inside baseball, which I tend to stay away from, but both YouTube and Twitch have their, like, huge pros and huge cons. The big con on Twitch is obvious. You know, if you're going away for, like, a week, you take a huge hit, because you can't stream for a week, and, you know, backlogging on YouTube solves that problem, which is really nice. But the community on Twitch is, like, way nicer most of the time. So, like, streaming on Twitch is more fun, in my opinion. I prefer the real-time atmosphere.
He's on the run!
Help me, help me, help me, help me, help me. Hire a substitute for when you take breaks on Twitch? Yeah, I mean, it worked for Ray William Johnson, right? Twitch thinks the Sedines are overrated. That is true. No, I don't hate, I do not at all hate my YouTube commenters. I'm just saying you got to admit, there's a bit more of a culture of rudeness on YouTube. And I think it's because, you know, the person doing it is not reading your comments in real time, so it takes longer for things to get, like, implemented.
What are you doing here?
Judo chop! Think we made it out? Reading comments on a YouTube stream made me go blind. I could understand that. What about doing an Isaac Twitch session and then posting the VODs on YouTube? I mean, it's a... excuse me, you just phased through the door, mister. That's conceivable, but it's something I have not really done. It doesn't mean it can't be done, though. Are you going to E3 this year? I am not going to E3 this year. Partly because of what I mentioned. Oh, hello. Which is that, you know, taking time off when you're a little bit more focused on Twitch is a little harrowing because of the fact that you straight up just, like, lose your job for a week, basically. Yeah, I think I'll stream Battlegrounds again on Tuesday, is my guess. I've got a little bit of a... I've got a little bit of space in my schedule now. Get out of here, you stinky robot. Because I recorded so much the last couple of days. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, I think it's fair to say. Alright, we got a pile of bodies. There can't be too many more people left here. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Okay, let's resist the actual job interview question. We don't need to go down this road. Celebrating the 5-year anniversary of you asking me this question. Hey streamer, good show today. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. What do you think is your biggest weakness? What's the answer for that one? You usually say like, oh, sometimes I'm too ambitious. You'll be telling everybody how you're almost in your 40s constantly. Yeah, there you go. Where do you see yourself in 5 beers? Celebrating the 5-beer anniversary of you asking me that question.
You sure could teach my boys some tricks, Jensen.
You don't know the half of it, buddy.
How did you get this frequency?
Ancient Chinese secret.
Can we use the sewers to get there? I've made a huge mistake. There's an upgrade for breathing stinky air. Yeah, it's called living with mouth. Probably the greatest platformer since Mario. Is Mouth the smartest person you know in real life? You put me in a tight spot now that I've said that question. Mouth is a clever boy. Is he the smartest person I know? I would suggest no. Is he smarter than me? I think there's a reasonable chance of that. How do you feel about Bieber performing in his new collaboration? The song is Despacito, and instead of singing in Spanish, he just sung Burrito Burrito. Is that a real thing that happened? Because that's absurd. I think they know I'm coming. Wow, they got me pretty good there. That's a real thing that happened. I mean, that's a little strange, for certain. Oh, god dang it. You don't need to come, confess, they're looking for you. I mean, once you get up close on a sniper, it's like fighting me in Battlegrounds. Nothing can be done. Apparently, he shouted Dorito and Burrito. I mean, I would suggest that that's pretty insensitive, but he's Canadian, so he's my sweet boy. Would you attend a viewer's wedding if they paid travel for you? Honestly, and I mean this with no disrespect, it sounds like just about the most awkward thing I could possibly imagine. Like, it's a nice gesture. And sometimes we get invited to weddings, but it's like, you know, they're like, well, we don't expect you to come. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. But to be like, hey, we'll pay for you to fly to Cincinnati and go to our wedding, I would be like, you're putting me in an uncomfortable spot, because you're asking me to, like, take a weekend off work to go watch 2 strangers get married because they like me. It's a bit of an ask, is all I'm saying. Let's go.
Access granted.
What if the wedding was in a maid cafe? Like, substantially less likely.
Judo chop!
Let me put it this way. You know, what if someone you'd never met invited you across the country to go to their wedding, and they were gonna pay travel? They're like, okay, you live in New Jersey, and they're like, hey, come to Tucson, Arizona, we'll pay for your flight, and you just come to our wedding. It'd be weird, right? It would absolutely be weird. Alright, that's all I'm asking for, is to see that I'm like the weirdo or the normal guy. Because I think people like, and you know, I mean, this is where we started here, but I used to think like this as well. You know, you hear stories about like Bill Murray, and you're like, oh, if I was, and I'm not saying I'm a celebrity, I'm like a pseudo-celebrity. But people, you know, they're like, if I was a celebrity, I'd do stuff like that all the time. Well, I mean, maybe you would, but my experience is that you probably wouldn't, you know? You're just a normal person. You just have fans. It's like, you're still like, well, it might be kind of cool to go to this, like, wedding thing, but I need to, like, also do my job and, like, spend time with my own family and save time for leisure time. Like, I see my parents, like, 2 times a year. I'd rather use my time off, you know, to hang out with my parents who gave birth to me and raised me than be at a stranger's wedding as some kind of, like, you know, weird novelty for them. You seem to have a lot on your plate. Do you ever just let your hair down? Look, ban this man. Is that a bald comment? What if they paid for your parents to come to the wedding as well? No, that's okay. That won't be necessary.
Access granted.
If I gave you $50,000, would you give my grandmother a eulogy at her funeral? Yes. I mean, that's a lot of money. What if it was just the couple, you, your parents, and Bill Murray? I'd have to think about it, I suppose. Is that like the robots version of You Can't Fire Me, I Quit? It's like, oh, I blew up, activating self-destruct sequence. Were any of the NLSS crew at your wedding? No, they were not. We had like we're private people. Like very, very private people. For all the terrible stuff we talk about on the show. Our wedding was seriously me, Kate, and then our parents. And that's it. Judo chop! I mean, there was someone to officiate it, yes, but I didn't count the help. There was no priest, no. But there was, you know, a government official. It was not a rabbi, no. What's hostile? The camera? Now you piece of trash. Yeah, you got it. It was a warlock. Activate bomb.
Shit.
He's done it. What happened to the sound? Everyone's going RIP headphone users. Oh, it's only the second floor, you baby.
So that distraction wasn't just for me, was it, Tom?
You know, considering the superheroes I've killed, I'm pretty sure I can take out some dock
Richard,
workers.
I'm going off the grid for a while. Not sure how long.
Why? What are you up to, Jensen?
Following a lead.
And where exactly is this lead taking you?
You there! Get that cargo, clear the fire! We're pulling out now! Load it, secure those pods!
Answer me, Jensen. Where are you going?
Hell if I know, Pritchard. Hell if I know.
He broke a rib in the explosion, so he's gonna get in the crate and try sucking his own dick. Dude, that's the first thing I'd do if I broke my ribs. This is one of the doctor's pods from, like, Elysium.
Pritchard, any chance you're still there?
Jensen, my God. You've been offline for days. Where the hell are you?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
I'm pinging you now. You're in Singapore. I pinged you, and a second later, I lost your GPL signal. It's like you disappeared into a black hole.
Gotta be a jammer.
Well, obviously.
Well,
If
obviously.
you can find the transmitter and take it offline, I'll be able to track you. And keep you on a tighter leash.
Luckily, they still
I've got
remember
more
that I had my
important things to
gun
do than
out.
help you keep tabs on me. If Megan and her team are here, there's no time to waste.
Would you even want to have the ability to S your own D? I mean, I guess I would want the option. Even if I didn't take advantage of it, it's you know, nice to have the opportunity to, I suppose. Oh, Omega Ranch! It's Austin's favorite salad dressing. What have you done? This could be a problem. I saw him take one in the helmet there. Oh, that stretch. That's a good stretch
Something's
right
wrong.
there. I know something's
I
wrong,
pinged you,
Pritchard.
And a second later, I
First
lost
name
your GPL
Frank.
signal.
If Megan and her team are here, there's no time to waste.
Judo chop! And nobody's the wiser. Except this guy, who is extremely the wiser. Any inclinations for the next substream game? I actually don't know. Something a little less performance-based, because I think it's pretty clear. Not exactly knocking it out of the park when it comes to Deus Ex. I'm having a good time. That was a Final Fantasy 17 poster. Square Enix. Hilarious. Something a little bit more sandboxy might be a good idea.
No one's on target!
Judo chop! Get dusted. Why spin him around? Because it looked BA. I think I'll get as far as there is to go, buddy. I think I'll get as far as there is to go, buddy. Just keep mashing that button until you get the double punch. I don't think I'm the right man to play Persona on Twitch for a couple of reasons. One is Atlas's kind of ridiculous approach to content creation for that game, and the other one is like, I don't know anything about Persona. And it's also a game that has like a really, and I don't say this to be rude, quite the opposite. It has like a die-hard fandom that I could pretty easily offend by being an idiot.
Access granted.
4 of our GPL signals just popped up, including
For the
yours.
next substream,
Cross,
NL should play with
Calder,
my nuts.
Barrett.
That's extremely
I'm not picking
rude.
up Dr. Reed.
Send me the coordinates you do have. And Pritchard, tell Sarif.
I can't. While you were incommunicado, Mr. Darrow invited him, Bill Taggart, and the UN delegates to Panchea. They're halfway to the Arctic.
Panchea.
Great.